And you were listening to the Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88, the soundtrack to your Saturday. We come to you every Saturday, 7 to 10 here on Jazz 88. Wrapping up the Spring Member Drive tonight. Man, we've had so much great support. Getting our bearings here tonight and ready to bring you on into the evening. Put a nice bow around the Spring Drive. I have my friend Chuck here. Say hi, Chuck. I want to make sure I have you on.
Hi, Daddy. It's great to be here.
Your nice radio voice.
I'm excited for the fourth quarter and all of the fabulous goals of the organization, and I'm here to support them thoroughly.
I mean, Chuck really is our secret weapon here. I've had you on a past member drive, I believe.
I've been on once before with you, and it was fun.
Always a joy to have Chuck, a fellow radio DJ and a public radio fan.
I am.
Lover of independent radio, independent music, jazz, and nightclub music.
I love a good nightclub act who put out a record once upon a time. I love it to pieces. And yes, I put my money where my mouth is. I started out this evening, sitting here with you, my good friend. Mm-hmm. I put money in the box.
You did. You know, somebody did that yesterday. We had a guest that was like, while they were here, contributed to Jazz 88. So I love that trend.
Tippity-tap on the phone, and it is done. And you, if you're all loving this station, are regularly hanging out with Danny on a Saturday, do the same. That is what it's all about right now.
They all are. Jazz88.fm. They're really coming through. Click on support, 612-668-1735. Mark from Best Wishes Floral is making a donation. Loves all the programming at Jazz 88. Chris from Battle Lake increased his monthly donation.
That's a good move.
That is a good move. A lot of people... You know, it's been in the news. Public radio has lost a lot of its funding. Substantially. And I got to say, man, the Jazz 88 listeners are stepping up and filling that gap. And we thank and commend you and love all the support. And we want to thank Chris from Battle Lake for being one of those people, for increasing his monthly donation, which you can do online, jazz88.fm. And I believe they're taking phone calls throughout the night, 612-668-1735. Jennifer from Robbinsdale made a donation. Sean from Minneapolis. Greg from New Germany.
Way to go.
Where's New Germany?
It's West Central.
West Central.
I think I got that right.
Sue from Minneapolis showing her support as well. Everybody supporting Jazz 88 tonight. We can't thank you enough. Hopefully you are one of these people, and we will give you a shout-out. Jazz88.fm, 612-668-1735. Chuck.
If you're listening to the Jazz88.fm from wherever you may be, we would love to hear from you. Perhaps you're on vacation right now. Maybe you're someplace else, but you're still parked on a Saturday thanks to the intranet. So everybody can love up the station that you listen to. And if so, now is that very time when we need you.
From wherever you are. Chuck, we came out of some music from Martin Dosh. He's going to be joining us here tonight as well.
I'm excited for that. He lives in my neighborhood.
Yeah. You guys neighbors? Are you friends? Acquaintances?
No, I've only met him once before.
Yeah.
He was doing music in the park down in Powderhorn.
He does.
We're Powderhorn types.
A big part of our music community, a big part of the experimental music community and jazz community. I feel like there is a correlation and a lot of cross-pollination in the experimental music realm as well as the jazz music. It all mixes lovely in a lovely way. And Martin Dosh, definitely one of the innovators in that realm. Percussionist. He might even play something live here tonight. He's threatening to bring down some of his boxes of beats.
Well, all right.
So we'll see how that happens.
Love it.
Looking forward to having him here. And then we're going to broadcast a live performance of Martin Dosh and JT Bates that happened earlier this month. You know me, I go out there with my field recorder, and I've been recording some music and playing those as part of our broadcast, as part of the service that we bring you here on Jazz 88 and the Jazz Impulse, supporting local music and bringing it to you live or from our archives. We go deep on this stuff and love playing it for you, bringing it to an audience wherever you happen to be listening. Jazz88.fm. Click on support, 612-668-1735.
Now.
So, Chuck, today we be remiss not to greet everybody with a happy record store day.
Yes, and if you're the type of music collector, nerd, jazz music fan, every day's record store day.
Every day is record store day.
Just check my bank account every week's possibly.
I call it amateur day, really.
Yeah.
No,
but put the focus on it. It's awesome to see. I was at a couple of stores today.
Yeah, it's really cool,
and it's fun to see the excitement around it. And the multi-generation effect was happening in the store I was in.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely some parents getting something with or for their kids, and then the kids sighing heavily while their parents rummaged through Whitesnake records or something. I witnessed that.
We should get some Whitesnake on the air tonight.
There you go.
But really, that proves my point. It's a huge music community here in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
There is an inordinate amount of record stores per capita.
we are a target-rich environment.
Yeah, I mean, we probably have more record stores than New York City at this point, and we have so many independent radio stations, and it all works together. And when you do go off a record store day, you do see that energy, you do see that commitment to music,
100%.
The scene, the people that bring the music, and host events, and it's a lot of fun. So to be able to play some live music on the Jazz Impulse, I feel brings a part of that appreciation out. And I brought some records from my record store day haul.
Okay.
That I think we're going to play in this set.
Some things you just picked up today are specific RSD.
There was a couple record store day. I didn't wake up at the crack of dawn and try to get all the
I don't do any
Taylor Swift 7 inches. I just like to shop. But I wanted to play a couple of these records. We're going to hear something from the singer Flora Purim.
Yep.
Do you know her?
I do.
And this is a cool one. The Superfly TNT soundtrack. Yeah. This is a 1973 record. You know, I love my movie soundtracks.
You do indeed.
I love my funky jams. And I feel this is, so must maybe a sequel to Superfly, TNT, and we are, I can't tell necessarily who actually is playing the music, but we are going to enjoy it. Roscoe,
red flag. Well, what is this exactly?
Well, it tells all the actors from the movie, but we're going to dig deep on this. But I'm bringing it to you here tonight on the Jazz Impulse. It's the Superfly TNT soundtrack, 612-668-1735, jazz88.fm. Click on support.
Happy primavera. deepest caverns of jazz.
The Jazz Impulse on Jazz88.
Jazz88, the Jazz Impulse, Flora Purim, just going off there. The Carry On record came out in 1979. We heard Sarara from Flora Purim.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm looking at... Airto is the percussionist. I'm trying to find some names I know on here. Joe Farrell, the saxophonist. A Gilberto Gil tune.
There you go.
From Flora.
Airto Moreira, whose name I'm butchering, I'm sure.
Possibly.
That's no slouch. That's a name, man.
There is some other tunes on this record featuring our own Bobby Lyle, originally from the Twin Cities.
We played him last time I was out with you.
There we go. It all comes together here on the Jazz Impulse. Before that, Osabisa was the mystery band from the Superfly TNT soundtrack, 1973. We heard Prophets from Osabisa. Martin, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. I was just thinking about the Airto thing. Like, do you know that record he did called Identity?
I don't.
Yeah, you got to check that out because it's like the guy who sort of like produced Herbie's records, like Thrust and Headhunter.
Era.
David Rubenstein and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like the production guy. So, but that record is a Airto record from like '75.
Man.
And it's it's
It's funky.
It's very funky. I heard
very
you say funky.
I said very funky. I'm sorry. Excuse my
Yeah.
language. Excuse my funky language. But it's great because it's got Herbie on it. It's Airto doing like overdubs, like all kinds of cuica and just weird stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just bananas. It's jazzy, like kind of like proggy, but also like the sort of like it sounds like Thrust. Or it has that sound.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, we're getting schooled already.
Love it.
Just walked in the door.
Love it.
We're talking percussion. We're talking drums with Martin Dosh. I got my friend Chuck here. This is the Jazz 88 Drive, Spring Drive, and we're asking for your support. Always a joy to invite people here and spread the knowledge, spread the joy of the music, experiences, and we got a lot to talk to Martin about because he's been around for a minute. Been doing this music stuff for a while. I was thinking about it. You might be one of the first loop artists that I became familiar with.
I think that's probably true in some respects. I mean, I think because I sort of started figuring it out like before the internet kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And just like I didn't really have a template. So like the only person I saw that actually did looping in a live setting was Joseph Arthur.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I saw him at the 400 Bar like probably 98, 99.
Yeah.
And just like seeing him play a chord and then like he stepped on a pedal and all of a sudden his chord is playing again.
Yeah.
And he did more chords. And then
Something magic just happened.
I was just like, what if I run my entire drum set and all my stuff through that?
Yeah.
What would happen?
Yeah, there's some really cool results that you've recorded through the years, and we're going to play a broadcast of the show that you and JT did
that's awesome.
earlier this month. We're going to hear that in the 9 o'clock hour in the Jazz Impulse tonight. But we are asking you to support all this great music, all the artists that we get to feature here on Jazz 88, and all the great music we bring to you on the Jazz Impulse every week. Jazz88.fm, click support 612-668-1735. And we're going to and we've been playing some of records that talking about music community. I did some record store day shopping today, so we've been playing some of those records that I picked up.
It's the community. You become part of that community, and you support that community. Be the community in community-based radio. It's that simple. It exists because you have decided it is something you like, it is something you support, and when you put the money where your mouth is, or your ears are, however you want to, whatever metaphor you wish to abuse, the real important part is that you help keep the lights on, help support it. Love that the person that comes in here and does the thing that you listen to on a regular basis, that's a human being that's got a passion and a drive to roll in here and share stuff. Any form of public radio like that, that is what you are supporting. And, you know, be the platform that supports this platform.
And we got some great supporters to thank tonight. Coming through here, Rick from Minneapolis made a donation. Charles from Minneapolis. John from St. Paul, stepping it up. And Carrie in Maple Grove offered to buy me and our station manager, Johnny, lunch.
Well, that seems like a transactional thing that works for everybody.
That is not necessary, but it is very much appreciated. We love all the support in any kind of way. Louisa from Minneapolis made a donation, and Scott from Minnetonka stepped up with a monthly pledge. You can do so as well, jazz88.fm, and click on support. And we're going to get into some more music here. Speaking of funky drummers, Martin, how hip are you to Harvey Mason?
Well, you know, man.
I mean, the shirt alone.
I'm really trying to not swear. So
okay, you have nothing else to say.
I said funky.
Think pure thoughts.
But Harvey Mason, there's that one first solo record he did after Headhunters that's like it's got the circle on the cover, like it's called something in the street. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but it's all the same band. It's the same thing I was telling about Airto with the like the David Rubenstein thing.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like that, and it's great. And Harvey's incredible, and I don't know why. I really wanted to get the inside baseball and like why he stopped playing with Herbie. Did he get signed like by Arista like after he did the Headhunters and it's like, oh man, this guy's the future of drums.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
Then Mike Clark took over.
I mean, a lot of these guys played in different bands at different times.
Yeah,
but
but
you're saying they're kind of union sort of
I just don't
frayed at that
understand.
moment.
I don't even know. But I saw a live video I'd never seen with Harvey on drums, like from like '76.
Yeah.
With Herbie in like a huge band. I think Arita was actually on that, and it was like just bananas.
He's got everybody on this record. We are going to hear, I think we're going to hear Space Cadets, Dave Grusin, Ray Parker in the mix, pre-Ghostbusters Ray Parker, and the record Funk in a Mason Jar.
What year is that stripy
19
polo shirt he's wearing?
1977.
Oh, it's earlier than I was going to guess for that style.
And this record is beat, so you know it's been to some parties. We're going to cross our fingers it makes it. Harvey Mason here on Jazz Impulse tonight on Jazz 88, Jazz88.fm. Click support 612-668-1735. We'll be back with my guests here, Chuck Tomlinson and Martin Dosh. It's all happening on the Jazz Impulse. Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse, and saxophonist Sonny Stitt. I'm a huge fan. One of those guys that made a lot of records, and they're all really good. 1973 side from Sonny Stitt with Lenny McBrown on drums. Not hip to him. Hampton Hawes, the pianist, and Reggie Johnson, the bassist. Got to go down the Lenny McBrown wormhole. See what he was all about. Before that, we heard Harvey Mason. We know about him.
We're all falling in love with that record extra hard just reading the liner notes.
Yeah.
And who's on it. It's too much to get into in one brief conversation.
Very smoking stuff from 1977. Drummer Harvey Mason, funk in a mason jar. The tune Fantasia, spelled Phantazia.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The alternate spelling was an indication of extra funkiness for a track from time to time.
Funky with a PH.
When you see the funny funk phonetic spelling, and then it doesn't deliver, you feel disappointed. Wow. If you're going to put in too many PHs and Zs, I'm expecting something.
You know, that was a trend in the 90s,
there was
the PH.
Yes.
Do you have any songs with a PH title there, Martin?
Sadly.
Maybe work on that.
No, I don't.
This is the Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88, the soundtrack to your Saturday night, and the soundtrack for the end of tonight's of this season's spring member drive.
This is the night. 10 o'clock is when the constant asking happens. The support is always there. Your money's always welcome. Your support and listenership is always welcome. But right now, between now and 10, let's all race to the end together. And that would be jazz88.fm, or call a number, a physical number, where calls take place. That's when someone speaks to another person live in real time it's called a telephone. 612-668-1735.
Yeah, I mean, our crew are working on a Saturday night to take your phone calls. The calls are coming in red hot, and so much support for Jazz 88. Steve and Julie from Minneapolis checked in with a donation.
Those are my neighbors.
You know them.
They do.
Okay.
He heard I was going to be on, and I'm texting with him live. Way to go, Steve and Julie.
We're all family here at Jazz 88, and really the whole community. You know, there was another radio station that said it, but I think we can say it as well, putting unity in the community.
Yes.
And being a community station as well.
We want to see you in that unity, and that's why you support the station. I'll pun again later.
No, I love it. We have Chuck Tomlinson with me here. Chuck is a radio friend. You know, they can take you off the radio, but they can't take the radio off you.
That is the nicest way of saying it's hard to shut me up. But it's true. Danny and I were 770 Radio K in the AM dial back in 1993. We were there, and it was a really awesome time, and to be involved in something that being new, and it's awesome that it still continues. And that's another community. That is another public broadcasting entity that needs folks' support. And so I'm down with all of them and give money to all of them. So if this is your home, support it.
Ooh, Brad from Eden Prairie setting up a monthly pledge.
Nice.
Thank you, Brad.
Brad, what's up?
Martin Dosh is in the house as well. Drummer, percussionist, composer. Do you consider yourself a composer, as some improvisers do?
Yes. Just because, like, I've put out like 15 records. So
yeah,
like, obviously I composed most of it.
And go ahead.
Composed and editing too. Like
editing is part of composing for sure. And with the technology always increasing and becoming more a part of the music, I feel there's probably a lot of options. You know, I got to see the set that we're going to play later on tonight, and I noticed I had the feeling what you do is a lot like what a DJ does, kind of more or less combining sounds first and foremost to create something.
Yeah, it's kind of like my friend Ryan from Chicago, like Ryan Murphy, just amazing guy, but he was telling me what it's called, like in the sort of vernacular, is like live PA. So it's like, it is basically like a DJ thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really, it's DJ in the sense of like, there's stuff that's already recorded. But I think that sort of like, everything's blurry now because like you never when you go to see a show, you don't always know when stuff that you're hearing is like
actually being played on an instrument,
played, or it's like a backing track or whatever. So the bands that what I always try to like really like check out like what's happening and like figure out like what's going on stage. But it's like the I don't know, like all that stuff, the LA stuff that's happening now, like with like Josh Johnson and Anna and Jeff Parker and like all that stuff.
Those are great.
Is so great. And it's sort of similar to like a lot of the sort of improv stuff we do here in town, but it's recorded really well.
Yeah.
But it's also sort of like you kind of, when you hear it, you can tell it's live, but you don't kind of know what is like being played or what's like sort of being affected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think audiences, especially in town, music fans, they make room for that. You know, it's exciting to see somebody improvising, creating music out of thin air, essentially, and all the different apparatus that is used. And I did think of... I saw this film, the DJ Kevin Cole, the program director, a huge inspiration for me at a young age. I remember reading an article. He's talking about his radio DJ approach, and a mentor of his likened it to painting the airwaves with sound, and the air is your canvas, and that really hit me when I was a college radio DJ, because I was also an art school student, and I realized I had already been doing that to a degree, and whether it's beat mixing or combining different records, and so that really stuck with me, and it's something I noticed when I was watching you perform. You're essentially creating sound out of thin air, and as a whole, that the audience ultimately experiences, and that is jazz to a very basic explanation of the music.
And it's sort of like being able to do my own thing and trying to expand it now with JT has been doing a lot of the shows with me. JT Bates, the drummer.
Yeah.
And then Ilvasaker played the second set on guitar.
That was cool.
And it's like those guys we all know each other well enough, so I can just like throw them under the bus and just play whatever I'm going to play.
Yeah.
And they'll figure out what to do with it.
Yeah.
And that makes it this like total. So it is stuff that's sort of like already thought of.
Yeah.
And already played and recorded.
Yeah.
And stressed over.
Yeah.
But then it becomes a totally new thing.
Yeah.
You know,
live for the audience.
It's totally like people. I don't know. It's amazing.
It's cool. Yeah, that's a great way. I'm glad you explained it. And people are going to experience that tonight at 9 o'clock. We're going to be playing that set that I recorded earlier this month with Martin Dosh and JT. And I was excited to have you in here, talk a little bit about it. We'll talk some more about that and music. Maybe get some musical recommendations from. Have you ever done a DJ set, like a proper DJ set? You must have at some point.
I mean, like
this guy knows music. It's crazy.
Not on the air, really, but I've done DJ sets with my friend Dennis, like Nightingale and like Mortimer.
Tonight is your night, Martin.
Bev's Wine Bar, like all these places.
Yeah,
I've done DJ sets.
Yeah, we've all been doing this for so long. It's part of the music community that we like to represent on the Jazz Impulse, and I'm excited to have Martin here and play that set in the 9 o'clock hour, bringing live music to the air. It's what we do at Jazz88, Jazz88.fm. Click on support and continue all the great programming that we do here at Jazz88. Or you can call Johnny and Jill are answering phones, 612-668-1735. Did I queue up another record?
Yep.
Oh, I did. Yes. Chuck, you brought this in.
I did. We're going to hear the group called Scary Goldings.
Okay.
And it's a kind of an offshoot of the guy named Jack Conte. He's the CEO of Patreon.
Okay.
And I think he's using a lot of his dollars in the tech world he's making big bank on. And he's putting together, he has Scary Pockets. They do funny covers.
Oh, so he has a label.
Yeah, his own label. And but Scary Goldings is whenever he pulls together a bunch of people, and noted organist Larry Goldings plays on these things. Anyway, the all-star version on Scary Goldings 4 particularly caught my eye when it was floating around. And so you got bassist Mono Neon, another preternatural savant, genius of a guy.
Oh, yeah.
John Schofield, legendary guitarist, Miles Davis, and everything else he's done. Drummer Lewis Cole is on this, and a few others, and forgive me for I'm not going to run them through. But this is just putting people in a room together.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. So
The project is called Scary Goldings?
Scary Goldings, and this is Scary Goldings 4, and we're going to hear a track called Professor Vicarious. And so please enjoy as you figure out how to support this station that goes exploring with you, for you, and is there for you at Jazz88.fm. Support us now.
612-668-1735.
It's the Jazz 88 Live Music Calendar for Saturday, presented by Northrop. 7 o'clock, Cornbread Harris, Hi-Hat, St. Paul. 8 p.m., Ian Doer, Jazz Central, Minneapolis. 8:30, Leslie Vincent, Volstead's, Minneapolis. And 9:30, The Good, the Bad, and the Funky, Bunkers, Minneapolis. Find more on the Live Music Calendar at jazz88.fm.
Jazz, blues, bluegrass, Latin, and roots. Fun, knowledgeable hosts, and useful information. Imagine if it all stopped. Every listener at any amount keeps the music going on this final day of the spring drive. Your gift is critical right now. 612-668-1735 or jazz88.fm.
The Jazz Impulse fills your Saturday night up right
Drastic action has been taken in an emergency to avert disaster.
on Jazz 88.
Looking for your next night out? Check out the Jazz88 Live Music Calendar, presented by Northrop. It's an easy way to see who's playing and where, from intimate neighborhood clubs to the big stages. If you're a musician, you can even submit your own events. Never miss your favorite artists with the Jazz88 Live Music Calendar. On air and online at jazz88.fm.
This is Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse. The Olympians, it's new music on the Jazz Impulse tonight. The tune is called Saraswati Puja. We heard something from Brigitte before that. That tune was called Laura, picked out by our guest DJ Chuck.
That's an awesome record and an awesome duo that's worth checking out. If that tickled you at all, dig deeper. This is Brigitte, B-R-I-J-E-A-N.
Brigitte. Did I pronounce that right?
Brigitte.
There we go.
They are a duo. Doug Stewart, sometimes called Dougie Stew. His partner, Brigitte, Murphy is the singer. And it's the two of them. He's playing bass and triggering stuff and keys, and she's playing percussion, and it's interesting stuff.
It sounded really nice. And we started off the set with Scary Goldings. And the tune was
Professor Vicarious.
There you go. And what was the story on that record?
It's the guy Jack Conte, who the CEO of Patreon does music stuff because he can, and he hires people and friends to come in, and that particular version of that lineup of Scary Goldings is Conte himself, Larry Goldings on organ, Mono Neon on bass, Lewis Cole on drums, and legendary John Schofield on guitar, and they're happenings. He throws a mix of people together and they make cool stuff together.
And it's all happening here tonight on the Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88. It's 88.5 KBEM FM, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Jazz88.fm. That is where you go online to support Jazz 88. Click on support and call up Johnny and Jill tonight as well, 612-668-1735. I'm telling you,
you too can be part of the solution. Be part of what we are doing in the community that is this station. In and out every day. All the little public stations out here. Please keep it going. If it is something that warms your heart, if it's a place where your car dial just falls to, and this is what you're listening to right now tonight, this is where you go. This is how you do it. Jazz88.fm. No human beings are needed. Put the digits in the box.
This is how you do it. 43 degrees outside. It's getting cool out there, but it's getting real hot here on the Jazz Impulse because I brought out the secret weapon tonight here at Jazz 88, the Pledge Drive, the ultimate pitchman, friend of the Jazz Impulse. Please welcome Fancy Ray.
My. Come on. Jazz Impulse with my man Danny Sigelman with the chocolate humanoid, the best looking man in comedy. Oh, man. And you're doing your pledge drive. Now, you know, Danny,
we brought out the big guns.
The big guns here tonight. And I'm here. This isn't even a sales pitch because folks out there listening, they love 88.5.
They do.
And this is a way that you can participate. There's a one thing to be a listener, but it's also a thing to participate. How many times you look out there what's going on in the world and say, I want to do something? Well, this gives you a chance to put some meat in the game, put your feet on the field, and get your meal. And you know the deal. And if Fancy Ray is here, that thing is real.
Got stacks of wax of the hottest tracks. If you're hungry, I got you some snacks.
And with Fancy Ray, I'm going to take it to the max. And guess what? It's April 15th that's passed, and there ain't no tax.
Oh, hey. I've been hanging out with this guy a lot. Yeah, it's good. Thank you so much for coming by, Fancy. How was Fancy Ray Day? I had a great time, man.
Thank you, man. You know,
it's so nice to see your mother. She's always really sweet.
Absolutely. Yeah. TJ, Tony McCloney, also Tony McCloney, the wife, and we made it even more special by having you and your brother in the house.
Yeah,
and
it's a family affair.
A family affair. And what we do is that we bring community together, and that's what Fancy Ray really is about, is the love thing. You know, what does love got to do with it? I say everything. Love is our birthright, and we're all kings and queens. It's love that creates the mountains and makes the rivers flow. Love makes the birds chirp and the beautiful flowers grow. It's love that keeps families together, even when they're far apart. It's love that will send you to a strip mall in a snowstorm to buy dog food from a PetSmart.
You know it. Hey, we've gotten a lot of love from our listeners tonight. Anna from Minneapolis made a donation.
Yay, Anna!
Anna loves the programming here at Jazz 88. I mentioned Steve and Julie from Minneapolis. Shout out to them.
Julie, yes.
Brad from Eden Prairie set up a monthly donation.
Brad, my man, come on, every month bringing it in.
Yes, and just the continued support here at Jazz 88 is so appreciated. You can contribute, become a part of Jazz 88 on the Spring Drive as we close up shop tonight for this very successful drive we've had all week. Jazz88.fm. Click on support, 612-668-1735. Did Martin get locked outside?
We had a plan.
There you go.
All arranged.
And Fancy Ray's here to bring us across that finish line. I thought the ultimate pitchman would be the way to go.
If you like jazz, if you like blues, if you like community, come on, 88.5 KBEM, the station across the nation with the Jazz Impulse.
And, always inspirational with Fancy. Yes, so, Chuck, you brought another record here. We are going to play the Robo-hands.
Robo-hands.
Where do you find this stuff, man? See, that's what I really love about this, is people bringing in different kinds of music that they're into.
Honest answer is that some of this stuff is things that, for better or worse, the algorithm of streaming has sent me. Oh, you like this? You might like that. And sometimes that just leads you into like more of the same and more of the same and more of the same. And sometimes if you're judicious about it, you find the stuff that lights you up a little bit. And this is a dude, goes by the name Robo-hands. He's out of London. His name is Andy Baxter.
That's his actual stage name?
Yeah.
Robo-hands is his stage name.
You're not going to believe this, but in high school, the girls used to call me Robo-hands.
Oh, I heard that coming. I heard that.
Yeah, you're going to elaborate on that? That's enough.
No. You just use that to your imagination.
Okay, so...
This is from his second record called Dusk, and it's a track called Hermit Part 2. I don't think there's a Hermit Part 1. Doesn't matter. I like this song.
It's on the Jazz Impulse, Jazz88.fm. Click on support 612-668-1735.
blues on Friday to bluegrass Saturday morning to Old Blue Eyes on Sunday night. It's true music variety for you every weekend. Don't leave us feeling blue. Make a gift to support it in any amount right now. Jazz88.fm.
Jazz 88, the Jazz Impulse here with Joe Henderson, Power to the People, 1969, the year of that record, courtesy of DJ Martin Dosh. Nice recommendation there.
Thanks. I think, wasn't that tune called Afrocentric, though?
Power to the People is a record. Oh, no, what did we? Yeah, we did play Afrocentric from the record Power to the People.
Is track one.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Just want to clarify that for the
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love Joe Henderson. And he's got a killer band on this record, too. Herbie Hancock on piano, Ron Carter on bass, Jack DeJohnette on drums, and Mike Lawrence on trumpet. As you said, there's not many examples of Jack DeJohnette and Herbie Hancock playing together.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's a cool thing to hear them play together because, like, you always kind of think of Herbie with, like, the funk stuff or with, Elvin. Mm-hmm. Not Elvin, sorry. Tony Williams.
Yeah, right.
And just that Miles stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack is such a, I don't know, just incredible.
It's a cool record, and I noticed that actually at Record Store Day today, I noticed that record has been reissued. So fresh copies out and available for folks to continue to check that record out. Some of this music is new to people all the time. People get an appreciation for jazz and the history of American music, and so it's cool when the labels kind of reproduce this stuff for new audiences, especially with the vinyl craze.
I totally agree. Yeah, and I think it's amazing you guys do these vinyl things here at 8.5, and just I don't know, it's great.
Yeah, and
I love hearing the clicking and here's the needle dropping. And,
the beats have been really heavy lately and knocking the needle off the access a little bit. Robo Hands before that did Hermit Part 2.
Right.
And that was from Chuck here, who's joined us for our member drive. The spring member drive is on jazz88.fm. Click on support 612-668-1735.
The countdown is on.
The countdown is on.
It's been going for a while. You may have noticed your usual KBEM show had a whole lot more talking and asking. We're headed to the home stretch towards 10 o'clock tonight. And so, again, be the community that you already are and support this station. If you like it, then this is where your dollars need to go.
Absolutely. And we've had some great support. I think...
any thank you?
Yeah, we have some thank yous. Clint from St. Paul made a donation. Fancy Ray in the house.
Clint, my man!
What? You better believe I'm giving again, he says.
Oh, Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
Thank you, Clint. And all the listeners, if you're listening right now, and I'm going to say in advance, thank you, because it's folks like you that keep the station going. Again, there's one thing to be on the sidelines, but there's a sense of pride, a sense of connection when you go into your wallet, whatever it is, and you make that donation. And as you're listening to the Jazz Impulse, you know that you're part of the solution, and make it restitution.
Oh, yeah.
And fill the world with all that doggone pollution.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to need a jazz constitution.
Oh, yeah. Raphael from St. Paul set up a monthly donation.
Yeah, Raphael, my man.
Setting up that donation because Jazz 88's rocking the nation.
Yes, sir.
Audrey and Alan made a sustaining membership donation as well, and their donation goes to the memory of Bonnie Burns,
right on.
who was a neighbor of theirs and actually worked at KBEM for years. We lost her this past year, so that's really kind of Audrey and Alan.
In memory of Bonnie Burns.
Absolutely. So, it comes in all types. People give a membership as a gift to a loved one and turning people on to jazz music that way. It's what we're here for. It's what we do. Jazz88.fm. Click on support 612-668-1735. Always a joy to have Fancy Ray in the house.
Oh.
I mean, how much inspiration can one person bring?
I'm sitting too close, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, doesn't it feel good?
There's no such thing as too close to Fancy
The
Ray.
waves are strong, and I'm only about 18 inches away.
Yeah.
Like the waves on the ocean and the leaves on the tree, I am the best looking man in comedy.
Pretty good looking. He's definitely got a face for radio, I'd say.
He has an above average face for radio.
Do you realize what's happening right now? The sun is 93 million miles from Earth. Alpha Centauri is 25 trillion miles from Earth. Give an idea how far that is. Light traveling at 186,000 miles per second. It takes it 8 minutes to get from the sun to Earth. Traveling at that same speed, it takes it 4.5 years to get to Alpha Centauri. My only point is this. No matter where you are in the Twin Cities, Fancy Ray is your closest star.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes. It's all,
my.
It's all happening on Jazz 88. We're going to get into a soul set because I know...
Soul?
I know Fancy likes his soul music.
I got to say, I dig the jazz. And what I dig about the Jazz Impulse, because you got the jazz thing down, and these guys know their jazz. Not just that old classic stuff, but they're playing the new stuff, the Robo Hands and the new stuff.
Yeah.
But my thing that gets me is that soul and that funk and stuff that you do. And see, that's what I appreciate about you, Danny, is that you got a wide range of music. And here on 88.5, the Jazz Impulse, you do your thing.
Yeah.
And when you do your thing, it makes it my thing, and then my thing gets even bigger.
And, you know, some people, they say because I listen to a lot of music, I'm polyjamorous.
Hey.
Polyjamorous.
What Prince song did you want to hear?
Wait, do I get to pick one?
Yeah, what was the
one I'm going to, because I didn't play it last time, The Love.
Funk and Roll?
No, that's James Brown.
Oh, okay. What was the Prince tune?
The Love We Make.
The Love We Make.
Oh, I get to pick it? Oh, this one's inspirational.
Yeah, DJ Fancy Ray. Do you got a story behind this?
This one is from...
Was this played at your wedding?
No. I discovered this here recently. It's from the Emancipation LP, and I'll tell you on this one, he has taken folks to church, and it's really a spiritual message.
Yeah.
It's a powerful message.
Yeah.
And it's one that moves me. And oftentimes when I pick a Prince one, I'm always picking one that's up, that's, dancing, because Prince did so much stuff. But this one right here stimulates my mind, heart, and body, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, straight from the heart of North Minneapolis.
Yes, sir. Come on.
We are going to have a check-in in a moment with Phil Nussbaum and Twin Cities this week, and starting at 9 o'clock, we're going to play a set from our guest, Martin Dosh, joined by JT Bates, and that'll be happening at 9 to wrap up the member drive here on Jazz 88. We're getting into some Prince here with Fancy Ray, 612-668-1735, jazz88.fm. Click on support.
The Love We Make. Come on.
Desperate is the day that is tomorrow. For those who do not know, the time has come to whip the dogs that beg, steal, or borrow from the table God set for his son. Wicked is the witch that stands for nothing. All the while watch, see you fall. Deeper than the ditch that bred your suffering. The one being dug right now by them all. A way to meet your burdens. No matter how heavy or dark the day, pity on those with no hope for tomorrow. It's never as bad as it seems until we say precious is the baby with a mother that tells him that his Savior is coming soon. All that believe will cleanse and down the spoon. Down the needle, down the spoon. Secret is a prayer that asks for nothing. I sing and I give thanks for every breath we take. Blessed are we inside this prayer, for in the new world we will be there. Only love there is, the love we make. The only love there is the love we make. Ooh, only love there is the love we make. Only love there is. The only love there is the love we make. The only love there is the love we make.
Amanecer means dawn in Spanish, and Amanecer is the name of Zarango Flamenco Dance Theater's production for April 24th through 26th. This event will be taking place at the Luminary Arts Center in Minneapolis. International flamenco figures will augment local dancers and musicians. But why the title Amanecer? At a rehearsal, that's what Phil Nussbaum asked Zarango resident artistic director Deborah Elias.
Of course, flamenco is, for me, always appealing, but I think the concept of amanecer is especially appealing right now. It means dawn in Spanish. And when you think about the dawn, it's not just about the light, it's also about emerging from darkness and about the darkness and what comes before. And we've just come out of a really dark winter and hopefully coming into a time of spring and renewal and better things. And also it's a time of new beginnings for Zarango, as well as I am taking on the role of resident artistic director. So this, as the first show that I'm directing in this new role, it also is a personal amanecer.
To you, why is flamenco a good vehicle to explore the dawn in all its ramifications?
Flamenco has amazing emotional expansiveness. It goes from the deepest, darkest of despair to just the most happy and even silly of styles, and express those emotions in and of themselves through the sounds of the chords of the music and through the sound of the melody of the singing. And then you add in the lyrics, and then you have the movement of the dance. And it's really expressing those emotions in such a visceral way.
We have a casual rehearsal recording of Sigirius, and this piece is dark. The section of the piece coming up has Ross Felrath's guitar playing with dance by Molly Stoltz, Amanda DeLoe, and Laura Horn. With just the guitar, the dancers have a lot of freedom.
It's the dancer's turn to be the center of the spotlight, and it's really more of a percussive solo for the dancer. And of course, on radio, you can hear their footwork, but those movements and the rhythm is actually in the whole body. So it's a hand movement, a head, arms, plus the footwork of the feet.
We're speaking with Deborah Elias. She's the resident artistic director of Zorongo Flamenco Dance Theater and School, and rehearsing for a production. And that was some of the dancers dancing just with guitar playing. But what when you add a vocal? How does that affect the dance?
In that case, the dancer really is responding to the singer. The singer is driving it, and the dancer is accenting and using their footwork as a punctuation and a response to the singing.
And just when the singing ended, the dancers reclaimed the foreground.
As a dancer, the way that you approach those two different sections of a dance are very different, because one, it's your moment to shine and to show off what you can do and to play with the rhythm. And the other one, you are really there to support the singing and respond to the singing and make it all come together.
We are speaking with Deborah Elias, the resident artistic director of Zorongo Flamenco Dance. That selection was pretty dark. Anything brighter in your production of El Amanecer?
Alegrías is so happy. It's just pure joy. It's coming from Cádiz in the south, which is on the ocean, and it's just think of sunshine and waves of water, and it's very happy. It's in a more major key. All the verses are talking about the sea or about fishing and the life there, but it's just a very positive and joyful, happy palo or style.
Y si no te veo doble, me da penita si te veo. Y si no te veo doble, que no tengo me alegría que cuando yo escucho tu nombre.
Deborah, you're having a guest artist at Amanecer, a man named Nino de los Reyes, and he won a Grammy. And he won a Grammy for a music Grammy for his dancing. What about this?
Yes, he is the first ever dancer to win a Grammy. He appeared on a Chick Corea album, Antidote, and was one of the musicians contributing his rhythmic footwork, and that is how he ended up winning a Grammy.
The Zorongo Flamenco Dance Theater presents Amanecer, Dawn, at the Luminary Arts Center in Minneapolis, Friday and Saturday, April 24th and 25th at 7:30, and a Sunday matinee on April 26th at 2 p.m. The local Zorongo cast is augmented by the only Grammy winner ever for percussive dance, Nino de los Reyes, plus others from Jerez de la Frontera. For information, the Zorongo web address is zorongo.org. This program is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Phil Nussbaum speaking.
My friend was thinking about suicide, so he called 988.
I was really struggling, so I texted 988.
I didn't know where to turn, so I reached out to 988.
The 988 Minnesota Lifeline offers free 24/7 confidential support from trained local staff. If you're in crisis or just need to talk, call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. Paid for by Mental Health Minnesota. Aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Mellow morning music to ease you into your Sunday. From the original masters to the innovators. Pour that second cup of coffee and recharge with us. Join a different Jazz 88 host each weekend, 9 to noon, for Sunday Morning Jazz.
The Jazz Impulse brings you the here and now with Danny Sigelman, Saturday night, 7 to 10 p.m. on Jazz 88.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling it here tonight. Fancy Ray, DJ Fancy Ray in the house, bringing us James Brown.
Funk on the roll. Hey, come on. KBEM. Say it.
Jazz88.fm. Click on support 612-668-1735. Want to give some thanks to Candace and Robert for making a donation tonight. Thank you. Donovan from Minneapolis made a donation. Thanks for keeping it groovy.
Hey, Donovan, hit me.
Thank you. Christine and Frank also made a donation, very generous donation tonight.
Christine and Frank.
Everybody's being so generous. So
come on.
Can't be thankful enough here at Jazz 88 and the Jazz Impulse, the soundtrack to your Saturday night. We're headed towards the top of the hour. We're going to have a live music set recorded earlier this month from our special guest, Martin Dosh and JT Bates. They got down at the Ice House earlier this month. We're going to play that for you. It's going to get real icy here. And
James Brown is cold.
James Brown.
James Brown.
Singing over samples of James Brown.
Yeah, it's about time we had some live music in here. Martin Dosh busting out the drum machines. It's cool. Fancy, how you feeling tonight?
I feel good. I feel great. On top of the world is how I rate. I float like a butterfly, smell like me. I'm the human chocolate orchid, and Lord knows I can see. I once was blind, I once was limp, but I'm Fancy Ray, and I like my lobster with shrimp.
I thought you were going to throw a Jazz 88 in there.
Jazz 88, of course, is great, but the impulse of jazz, you number one in my mind, you rate.
Absolutely. 612-668-1735, Jazz88.fm.
Love it.
Chuck, how you feeling tonight, man? Thanks for coming in.
I'm standing in the middle of a maelstrom of two things I like.
Yeah.
I like Dosh and Loops and Noises. I love Fancy Ray and all he has to say. And I am right here I don't know. This is awesome. This is about as fun as live radio gets.
And if what I've been trying to do for a while.
I can tell, my friend. I know you well, and that's awesome. And if this is at all like what the hell is happening on my radio, but I like it. I may not understand it yet, and it may be a little confusing, but I like it, and I cannot turn away.
Oh,
that puts you right in the pocket
Absolutely.
of who should be calling 612-668-1735 or Jazz88.fm. I did it. I put coins in the till at the beginning of the show, and I'm asking you to do the same. If this is where your heart lies, this is where some of your money should be too.
You walk the walk and you talk the talk. I love that, man.
I do.
Oh, I like that.
There we go.
How many drummers were hurt in this experiment?
None.
A little taste of what you're going to get at 9 o'clock. We have a live set featuring Martin Dosh and JT Bates. We'll be playing that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
La, la, la,
oh, yeah. Jazz88.fm. Click support 612-668-1735. Martin, you brought in a record, SML, or Chuck, you brought this. Both
I brought
of
the
you,
record. He
both
brought the
upon
CD.
your recommendation, yes.
We both like it, but I'm gonna let Marty tell us all about it.
Is that right? So you both brought in the
same record.
music?
Same
What?
record, man. That's some.
So I know it's gonna be good.
Radio symbiosis happening.
Symbiosis. I like them big words.
We're kind of on the same wavelength, I guess. I'm just like really inspired by all these, this LA kind of sound and just like the these improvisers. Like Anna Rudders and like Jeff Parker, Josh Johnson. I mean, Jay Bellerose. Like the stuff is just so cool, and it's like
it's good stuff.
It's stuff that we've been doing here in Minneapolis for a long time too. But it's just nice that it sort of has like a wider reach, and it's like people now are sort of appreciative of just like.
There's a lot of these artists
dudes making weird stuff on stage.
It's perfect. SML in particular, it's on International Anthem Records. It's got a lot of folks that overlap and play with each other on different releases. But yeah, you got but SML in particular is Anna Butters on bass, Jeremiah Chu on synth and sampling, and Josh Johnson, as he mentioned, on sax and synths, Booker Stardrum, and Jeffrey Ullman. Is SML in particular.
On clear vinyl, no less.
Clear vinyl.
Sexy.
Clear vinyl.
The keyboard stuff on this, I just cannot comprehend like what is actually happening. So that's why I want to go see them play live because I want to see like Jeremy's setup.
Did we cue up Chicago 4? Is that the tune?
No, we queued up.
Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash.
Okay.
Taking out the trash.
That's what's happening. Jazz88.fm. Click support 612-668-1735. It's the Jazz Impulse and SML here on Jazz 88.
Good vibes only every Saturday night on Jazz 88.
Michael's Mystics were originally from the east side of St. Paul, formed in 1961. The record, But It's All Right, 1969, from that single from Michael's Mystics. I played that record one time, and somebody's like cousin or nephew couldn't believe that we had that record. So it lives on here at Jazz 88. We dig through the bins constantly for music and bring it to you.
Love
and
that.
It touches people in all sorts of ways. Number one, that record is just very funky, but if your long lost cousin was in the band at some point, that's pretty cool too.
Yep.
So happy to bring it to you here. The Apostles before that did Six Pack from 1969. Some more Midwestern funk here on the Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88. Got to thank everybody for calling in tonight and supporting Jazz 88. We've had a lot of great calls. Karen from Minneapolis made a donation.
Karen!
She's already a monthly sustainer and bumping it up because just loves the Jazz 88. I'm going to say goodbye to our guest tonight. We had a nice round table going.
It has been
tonight.
a Sigelman Superstar Saturday.
That's how I roll, man. Absolutely. And Martin Dosh, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, man, it was really, really fun, and I was shocked and blessed to see Fancy Ray here.
Yeah.
Everybody is shocked and blessed to see Fancy Ray.
That's right.
Martin, we're going to play Martin's set with JT Bates in the 9 o'clock hour. We're going to bring some live music like we do on the Jazz Impulse here tonight.
And you got a show coming up.
And there's a real show coming up, yeah.
Yes, so JT and I have been doing I think we've done like 3 or 4 shows in the last probably 4 months. With kind of me doing my loop stuff and playing drums and Rhodes, Wurlitzer, synths, and JT playing like drums and reacting.
And when's that show coming up?
The show is coming up on this Thursday, 23rd.
Oh, this coming Thursday. Okay, that's soon. Very cool.
Yeah.
So folks will get
Ice House
back
2
at
sets, but yeah, it's me and JT, Jeremy, Brian Murray on sax, and hopefully
Fancy Ray.
Hopefully Fancy Ray. But hopefully Mike Lewis, too.
Mike Lewis! Wow, get down.
There you go. Thanks for coming in, Martin. Thank you, Chuck, for bringing the goods. Fancy, always a pleasure to have you here.
I'm the first, I'm the last, I'm the best and the most. I'm the heartbeat of Minneapolis and St. Paul. And my beauty is coast to coast. Woo! Muse had kicked me. They didn't 10 my high. I ran state bit, but just crawled off and died. I can make a superstitious man walk under the ladder and then fry it up like it's pancake batter. I can't cook a turkey and I can't shake and bake, but I'm here at the Jazz Impulse and I'm going to shake and bake. I'm going to talk my stuff and do my thing. The human chocolate orchid, 10 cities, Twin Cities. I am the king, the pretty, beautiful, Fancy Ray, the presence of the whole world, the human chocolate orchid. I love you, and if you love me, and if you love Danny, if you love the Jazz Impulse, reach into your pockets, reach into your soul, and make a donation to the Jazz Impulse 88.5. It's all the way live. I've talked plenty of stuff, and I've talked plenty of jive, but I want you to give, and that ain't no jive.
Oh, now I'm feeling kind of awkward because, I mean, he just said what I was going to say.
Yeah, right.
I was going to say 612-668-1735.
Jazz88.fm.
Call now.
Thanks so much,
Make your donation. Thank you for having me, Danny.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, man.
Love for you, man. You know, if you call me, I'm here, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, you know, I heard you're running for president, actually.
Can you imagine that? If I run for president, can you imagine that? Black will be the new orange.
There we go.
I can imagine dang near anything in politics right now.
612-668-1735, Jazz88.fm. Click on support.
Jazz 88 has brand new studio spaces and you are invited to see them. If you are in a household or know someone that is with a current 8th grade or high school student, this exclusive open house is for you. See the station, meet our hosts, visit our student production spaces, and learn how any Minneapolis high school students can be involved with Jazz 88 for a high school elective credit that earns a college articulation. Join us Monday, April 27th, 5 to 7 p.m. for pizza, tours, and conversations. The first 25 students will receive a free MPS Voices notebook. Information is on our website, jazz88.fm.
In 2025 alone, distracted driving led to 21 deaths in the state of Minnesota. To save lives, law enforcement agencies across the state are stepping up patrols in April to crack down on distracted driving. Minnesota has a hands-free cell phone use law. Drivers can't hold their phones in their hand, and accessing or posting on social media, streaming video, and Googling information on a device while driving are illegal in the state, even in hands-free mode. Learn more at handsfreemn.org.
With no federal funds and no subsidy from the school district, it's Jazz 88's independent era. Your gift right now, in any amount, makes this project possible. 612-668-1735. Or visit us online, jazz88.fm.
Good evening. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday night with us here at Jazz 88. Time for a roads and weather update. Big weekend closure happening in St. Paul. Westbound I-94 is closed between Marion Street and I-35E. Do follow the marked MnDOT detours in that area. In Burnsville, Cliff Road is closed in both directions at 35W for bridge work. 35W is reduced to single-lane traffic in both directions between Black Dog Road and Highway 13. And in St. Paul and Roseville, northbound 280 is closed between 94 and 35W through the end of August. Expect a low tonight of around 33 degrees, possible snow after 4 a.m. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles an hour, looking at a 20% chance of snow tomorrow morning. Cloudy skies, a high near 46 for Sunday. Listener-driven Jazz 88, jazz88.fm. Click on support and continue to support great radio here at Jazz 88.
88.5 KBEM FM Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Jazz88.fm, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools. 88.5 KBEM FM Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Jazz88.fm, a listener-supported service of Minneapolis Public Schools.
And you've reached the third hour of the Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88, the soundtrack to your Saturday night. Danny Sigelman with you. We're wrapping up the spring drive here at Jazz 88. And it's really been an incredible week here at Jazz 88. All the support coming out from our listeners. It really is because of you that we get to do what we do here on the Jazz Impulse every Saturday night. Get to entertain, bring my friends in. We had such a great time tonight with Martin Dosh, my friend Chuck Tomlinson. Always a secret weapon when it comes to the pledge drive. And shout out to Fancy Ray, our surprise guest here tonight on Jazz 88. That's always a ton of fun. We love to bring live music like we do here on the Jazz Impulse. And as I've been lately going out in the field and recording some of the great talent in the Twin Cities and bringing those live performances and incredible music I get to experience to the airwaves on Saturday nights. And tonight I have a special treat. We've been hanging out with Martin Dosh all night, and as we promised, a set featuring Martin Dosh and fellow percussionist J.T. Bates, both great drummers. And like I said, I'd really consider Martin Dosh one of the first kind of loop artists that I became familiar with, coupled with his abilities as a percussionist, as a piano player, and ability to improvise. And both of these performers' abilities to improvise and experiment with the music, it is essentially what the Jazz Impulse is about. And bringing this part of the music community, the experimental music community, the jazz community, electronic music, psychedelic music, everything I love to play here on the Jazz Impulse. To me, this performance really represents that long-standing tradition in the Twin Cities of innovative performers, artists, and musicians. What we love to bring to you on Jazz 88 and the Jazz Impulse. We only can do it with your support. Jazz88.fm. Click on support. You are all making it happen, and you are helping us wrap up this spring drive on a high note with a wonderful outpouring of support from all our listeners. Jazz88.fm. Click on support. And now we head to the Ice House, April 2nd, 2026. Percussionist and loop artist Martin Dosh teaming up with drummer percussionist J.T. Bates. They owned the stage that night at the Ice House. We're going to hear a couple of sets from them, which later on they're joined by guitarist Jeremy Ilbesacker. So we'll be closing out the night with that set. A full hour of live music recorded in the Twin Cities, in the music scene, in the jazz community, at the venues that support the music, on the radio station that you love, and on the Jazz Impulse tonight. Jazz88.fm. Click on support and enjoy the show.
Well, before we start this one, I just want you guys to know. So the loop that this is based on, which you're going to hear in a second, right? That is a recording of me and a bunch of friends of mine in New York, upstate, in 1996. And it's become the bedrock of like, yeah, it's I don't know. So just bear in mind that it's history is always present in the present. Yeah. Okay, thank you all so much. We'll be back in a few minutes for a second set with our good buddy Jeremy Ilvasacker. So see you in a minute. Also, happy birthday to JT. He just turned 29 last week. It was amazing.
Looking for your next night out? Check out the Jazz88 live music calendar presented by Northrop. It's an easy way to see who's playing and where, from intimate neighborhood clubs to the big stages. If you're a musician, you can even submit your own events. Never miss your favorite artists with the Jazz88 live music calendar. On air and online at jazz88.fm.
The Jazz Impulse on Jazz 88.
Join the community that supports education and jazz radio. Go to jazz88.fm.
Yeah, do what Fancy said. Jazz88.fm. Click on support. Support Jazz 88. This is the last moment of the pledge drive. We've been hitting it hard tonight on the Jazz Impulse, having a lot of fun with all our special guests and bringing you this live concert. This happened April 2nd, just a couple weeks ago, live at the Ice House. Loop artist and percussionist Martin Dosh with drummer percussionist JT Bates. They did a really fun set that night. We heard the first half of that set. We're going to go into another set with them. They'll be joined by guitarist Jeremy Ilvasacker for this next set. But I am here to remind you to support Jazz 88. All this incredible music. You know, I do the Minnesota Jazz Track show on Monday night. That's a full 2 hours of Minnesota music that we bring to you every week here on Jazz 88. We support Minnesota music, local music. It's a huge part of our community, and it's what makes Jazz 88 really special. It's what I love to bring to the air on Saturday nights on the Jazz Impulse. It's what you're listening to tonight as we go back to the Ice House in a moment here to hear more from Martin and JT Bates. But this is it. I'm telling you once. I'm telling you twice. I've told you so many times this week, and you should know by now, it's your support that makes such great radio happen here at Jazz 88. Go to our website, jazz88.fm. Click on support. A big thank you to everybody that joined me here tonight. Martin Dosh, my friend Chuck Tomlinson, of course, Fancy Ray, bringing out the big guns for the spring pledge drive here at Jazz 88. Danny Sigelman, your host of the Jazz Impulse, every Saturday night here on Jazz 88. I have so much fun doing this show with you, and I love bringing music of all different styles and flavors to the airwaves, a really unique blend. We did a whole old-timey episode, old-timey jazz, last week with the Southside Aces. This week, I felt like we'd go into more of the future and the experimental music era that has always been a tradition in the Twin Cities, bringing it to you on the airwaves tonight and giving you a taste of what's happening locally, musically, and right here on Jazz 88. We head back to the Ice House with Martin Dosh, JT Bates, and Jeremy Ilvasacker. This was recorded April 2nd at the Ice House in South Minneapolis. I want to thank everybody at the Ice House and Martin and JT for letting me record the show, bringing it to you here tonight on the Jazz Impulse. Enjoy the rest of the show. Have a great night. Do be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you so much for your continued support of Jazz 88. been listening to a recorded set from the Ice House, April 2nd. Percussionist, loop artist Martin Dosh with drummer percussionist JT Bates and Jeremy Ilvasacker on guitar. Recorded live at the Ice House. Your host, Danny Sigelman, asking you one last time to help support Jazz 88. We've loved all the support we've gotten tonight. This week has been incredible. And as loyal listeners, you've really come through and continue to do so whenever called. Thank you so much for all the support this week and for continuing to support Jazz 88. If you'd like to set up your monthly contribution, go to our website, jazz88.fm, click on support. We have Jazz Night in America with Christian McBride coming up at 11 o'clock. We have This Just In with Yancey Jameson, bringing you incredible radio every Saturday night here on Jazz 88. I am so thankful for you and so thankful to bring this energy on Saturday nights on the Jazz Impulse. I am always blessed to be here, be a part of your Saturday night, and be part of such a great team here at Jazz 88. And it's because of your support that makes it all happen. Jazz88.fm, click on support. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Fun and fresh weekend variety brought to you by support from your friends and neighbors all across this community. Join them on the final day of the on-air spring drive. Be a member at jazz88.fm.
Good evening. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday night with us here at Jazz 88. Time for a roads and weather update. Big weekend closure happening in St. Paul. Westbound I-94 is closed between Marion Street and I-35E. Do follow the marked MnDOT detours in that area. In Burnsville, Cliff Road is closed in both directions at 35W for bridge work. 35W is reduced to single-lane traffic in both directions between Black Dog Road and Highway 13. And in St. Paul and Roseville, northbound 280 is closed between 94 and 35W through the end of August. Expect a low tonight of around 33 degrees, possible snow after 4 a.m. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles an hour, looking at a 20% chance of snow tomorrow morning. Cloudy skies, a high near 46 for Sunday. Listener-driven Jazz 88, jazz88.fm. Click on support and continue to support great radio here at Jazz 88.